Hello and welcome back to my garage. Today we have a treat. This is my new car. It's a Toyota Corolla from 1996. This is a KE10 and I really love this car. I've got a KE17. That's a coupe version. Some of you guys call those hatchbacks, but over here we call it a coupe. This is a sedan version. It's got a boot lid. So this is going to be my go-to car in the future. For just small errands, just have some fun driving around with it. I really love this style of car. As you can see, the car isn't perfect. It has some rust here and there. I really don't care about that. Also, as you can see, the lock is missing. I've got already a new lock for it. The car is running at the moment. It's a bit rough, but it runs, even if it isn't perfect. But we're going to fix that. So that's a small tour of the car. It's like I said, it's a 96 car. It's equipped with a 1100 motor. I do have a 1200 motor for it if I want to put that in. To get down to business, what am I going to do with this car? Well, this is more of a introduction video of the car. What I want to do to the car is I want to make it road legal. We have to put the car, for the last time, because the car is almost 50 years old. And here in Holland, if a car is 50 years old or, older, then you don't have to do the annual safety inspection anymore. Because this car is 30 years older, we only have to do the annual safety check once every 2 years. This one was a barn find, but I want to drive it just for fun. I like driving old cars, and it's for me a long time I've driven a old car. Well, not daily. Yeah, what I'm going to do, because it's bone stock, it's really a dead stock car. I've got some new wheels for it. But there is a problem. These cars only came with a lock configuration of 4 by what was it again? 110 millimeters, I believe. Yes, 110. That's a lock configuration that's not very common. Only the old Toyotas have those, and some Mazdas. But I've got some really nice wheels. Let me show you. I've got these. I already wrapped one in some rubber. And these are really nice dished wheels. I believe these are 13-inch 8J wide. And ET. Let's see, what's the ET? ET -7, so it's going to stick out a bit. Well, as you can see, these are some semi-slick tires. Not that the car needs them, because I believe these cars came with, what was it, 60 something horsepower. So it's not going to be a beast, but I want to at least let it look cool. As I said, we have a problem with lock configuration. So what I'm going to do is also I want to upgrade the brakes. How do you call those? drum brakes in the front and in the back. So because I want to drive it, I want to be that it is safe. Not that drum brakes aren't safe, but I like disc brakes better. Also, I want to convert it to 4 times 114.3. So I've got a couple of options, and let me show you how I'm going to do that, at least for the front side. I've got some struts here to let you show. Well, this is a stock KA17 strut with disc brakes. As you can see, the disc brakes are really tiny, really tiny, but well, small car. So if I wanted to do disc brakes, this is the easiest solution, because well, swap, done. But then I still got the 110 lug configuration. So that's a no. So I did some search on the internet, and I found out that if you use these three, these are from a KA30, and these have lug configuration of 114.3, so that's okay. Also, the disc brakes are a bit bigger, and well, and they fit my 13-inch wheels, so that's perfect. The strut itself isn't a swap, so I cannot just swap out the strut. So, but the internet says, and well, we're going to find out, that if I swap the hub and well, the bearings and stuff like that over to the strut, it will fit. Had the K10 strut, then it will fit. So that's one of the things we are going to do. As you can see, stock spring is really thin compared to, well, the KA30, because the car stock came with a transfer leaf, I believe. It's some kind of a very heavy sway bar between the front wheels. It's almost like a leaf spring, or it is a leaf spring. I believe it's called a transfer leaf, I believe. And I want to, because I want to lower the car, so it sits nicely, I need to remove that transfer leaf spring. But then I have a problem. These springs are much wider than this, and well, wider than this, so this isn't going to go into the car as it is on that hi-hat. And well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert these struts to a coil-over strut, but not like a sleeve and then a spring and then a head on top and then coil-over. No, I'm going to convert it to a coil-over set from a S13 or a 200 SX, 180 SX, 240 SX. Well, how do you want to call it? But the S13 chassis. I've got them over here. As you can see, these are the new struts, and you're going to say, no, that's not going to fit, blah blah blah. Indeed, these are not going to fit as is, but I'm going to modify it to fit the struts. Also, these come with, I believe, 24 adjusting dampers, so the spring rate is probably way too stiff, because I believe these are 8 kilogram springs, and I think I need something around more like 5 maybe, but I do have to do some calculations. But for now, this is going to work. It's going to be a bitch to ride. That's project number 2. And then I want to put on a better exhaust, or better, more beefier exhaust, that it sounds a little bit more badass. It's, well, like I said, it's not going to be a very fast car. To sum it all up, what I'm going to do: brake swap at the front, also lug nut conversion. I'm going to make coilovers for this car. I'm going to make an exhaust, but I don't know how and what, because it isn't that important yet. And maybe, well, I've driven the car for a little bit. I hear that the clutch release bearing is worn because it's humming. Maybe if I drive it a little, it is going away. Well, one may dream, but probably is not going away. So, but then I have to pull the motor or the gearbox. Well, the motor is easier. So if I am going to pull the motor for it, then I'm also going to put the 3K engine in it. That's a 1200 engine. That's I have lying somewhere here. That's this one. This is a 3K engine. This is a 1200. And well, then of course I'm going to install a new clutch and stuff like that. The other thing I noticed was that I put in some gas, and the car is smelling gas. I'm smelling some gas inside the car. I checked for fuel leaks, but I couldn't find any. So I think that there are some of that. Yeah, I'm still smelling gas. I think this rubber right beneath here is, well, how do you call it, leaking, or it's hard, or maybe even if I just tighten it up a bit, it's gone. But well, the tank isn't leaking, but I do smell gas somewhere, or leaking from somewhere. That are the first things I'm going to do to the car, and drive it around. As is, of course, I need to clean it. I do have some other plans, but that's some future plans. I want to install at least some seat belts, because, well, these cars, oh, nice tear. These cars didn't come with seat belts, and I really don't like that. Another thing is maybe some nice bucket seats to go along with it. Also, as you can see, there are some rubbers missing here, but this door is completely shut, and it's damn rusty. It's just gone. So let me. But for now, I don't know if but for now, I really don't care. I just want to drive this thing. I've got even some new doors, but I'm going to use those for the other project. So maybe I'm going to fix this door. I've also got some second-hand doors. But for now, it's just going to be a bit of a red rod kind of car. I'm not going to completely restore it. Well, not for now. I just want to drive it, and I want to make it look well, at least a bit cool. Well, I like it as it is now, but some nice wheels, a little bit lower, is always better. Oh yeah, and I want to get a chin spoiler and maybe a ducktail spoiler, but I have to look into that, and maybe some fender flares. It depends how far the new wheels are going to stick out. So yeah, there you have it. Well, let's call it a micro project of a driving project car. I'm going to shoot, of course, of everything a video, and I hope, really hope that you going to like that. I know I'm going to enjoy to work on this car because, well, I really like this kind of cars. It's a small car. It's just going to be fun. So, well, if you have any questions, well, please ask. And if you want to follow me around, then you know what to do. And I see you next time. Bye.